How do you create an online course that sells? So I have been designing, delivering online e-learning and digital courses for 15 years, maybe more. So lots and lots of experience in terms of what works, what doesn't work, what's great, what's not. And unfortunately, most people that I see, sort of counselors and therapists that are creating online courses, approach it in a not very effective and useful way. So what does this end up? Well, it ends up with people spending a lot of time designing things and creating things, and then they sit on a shelf and they don't actually sell. So it's going to be really disheartening when you put your heart and soul into creating something and then you put it out there and it's kind of tumbleweed and nobody buys it. So I thought that it'd be really good to do a video sharing my expertise and my knowledge of what works in terms of creating online courses that actually sell. So in my experience, most people are starting off from the wrong place. What they do is they have an idea of a course that they would like to design. And the first thing that they do is they go out to look for the technology that will allow them to create said course. Why is this kind of incorrect and doesn't work? And the reason for that is because there's no market research that's gone into it, and there's no sort of business strategy in terms of where it fits within their business. So unfortunately, what happens is they cram all of their knowledge into a course, and it's either too big or not quite what the customer wants, or they are trying to design something that they think that the customer wants, but they don't actually want that. So what is my advice? Now, the first thing is business structure and strategy. You absolutely need that. And that is why I wrote the Build It Brilliant Blueprint for the helping professions, therapists, coaches, counselors, these people that are in the helping professions, because so often what they've got is a very one-to-one business model, and that at some point they realize that there's only one of them and so many hours in a week, and if they're going to make more money, or if they want to kind of help more people, then they need a slightly different business structure. And then it's, how do I do that? What do I do? So the book is all about taking you step by step through the exercises in order to create yourself a business structure that will answer so many questions over what you're designing, who it's for, why you're designing it, to make sure that it's the right thing to be choosing from the first place. So whenever I'm working as a consultant with people and they want me to design their course for them, my questions go back to, where does this sit within the business structure? And what is the customer journey for this particular product? So my advice to you is to start off with some market research, start off with your strategy and your structure, and make sure that the thing that you are creating fits within all of that blueprint, so that you can save yourself a hell of a lot of time and a hell of a lot of money designing the right thing in the first place. The other bit of advice I would say is there is a huge benefit in pilot courses, or selling something before it even exists. So to go out to your audience, if you've got one already, to ask them what they're missing or what they would like, or what's the next step for them, and get some information. If you don't have your own audience, then you can do some research online in terms of other companies. What are they offering? Is there a gap somewhere in the market of how you could do it better, or what information is missing out of the products that are already out there that you could then bring into your particular course or your particular thing? Or is there like a way of delivering it which isn't currently in the market, or is a way of doing it better than what other people do? So start off with your business structure and start off with your market research. So because out of that becomes a course design that is probably a lot different to the idea that you originally had, but that idea is going to be much more marketable and much more saleable, and it's going to mean that when you do design it, then people are going to actually buy it. So I hope that that's given you some tips and some help. If you're at the beginnings of that journey, then it's an exciting journey. It's great fun. I absolutely love designing these pieces and helping you to design them as well. I think there's huge potential in what you could do and what you could put out there and the money that you could make. It's just about making sure that you're creating the right things in the first place. If you would like more help, so if you suddenly realize from this video that you don't have a business strategy in place, business structure, then go and buy yourself a copy of the book, The Build It Brilliant Blueprint. I'll put a link down in the description below, so you can go and grab a copy of that. And if you're at the point where you're putting your design together and you'd like accountability and you'd like some community around that to ask questions to and to help you along the process, then have a look at my Build It Brilliant Accelerator, which is my membership program where we get together and we support each other through that journey and through that process. So that is it for this AMA video. I hope you found that useful, and I will see you next week for the next one.